Hello and welcome to the 10th part of Begin Right, a series for parents wherein we discuss parental role in child's education. Check out on the earlier parts to feel in tune with this part. This is a general video, but if your little one is in the age group of 0 to 5, this is specially for you. Baby Steps Part 4, Learning Preferences in Children. How would you like education to be for your child? Burden or fun? Most definitely fun. What kind of education becomes a burden for the child? When we make it compulsory and when we give a structured education to the child. Without thinking the natural inclination and the learning preference of the child, when we put the child to school, all children are treated similarly. They have to sit on those benches. They have to look at the teacher and the board and listen to what she says. And they have to go in the pattern decided by the school or by the board with respect to subjects, with respect to their presentation, with respect to their assimilation. And most definitely, all children are not going to like it in the same fashion. Think of some very simple habit that we have. For instance, eating chapati. Some of you may like it piping hot, some of you moderate, some of you cold, some of you may like it with some spice, some of you may like it with something sweet, some of you may like it in pieces, some of you may like it in rolls. It's absolutely an individual choice. And all these people are going to eat chapati and get the same nutrition. So compelling to learn in a particular fashion can become burden. Against that, when we allow every person to eat chapati the way he likes, it is going to be a fun experience for him. He is going to enjoy the same thing. Education can also be made natural and then it becomes voluntary. If I am allowed to do something the way I like, I would want to do it more probably than not. Let us take a quick look at how we can make the same education fun for our child in a simplest way. AVK. And now what is this? These are the three preferences. Preferences or natural inclination of individuals in which they appreciate things to be done. Audio, visual or kinesthetic. For example, in relations, husband, wife, friends, mother, child, brothers, sisters. Some people like to be appreciated verbally. They will feel appreciated if someone verbally says, "Oh, how nice you have done this job." Some others like visual appreciation, that they look into your eyes and convey to you that they have liked what you have done. And some others need kinesthetic appreciation, that is, appreciation with a gift. Now, suppose a wife is a kinesthetic type and she likes to be appreciated with a gift, and the husband is not aware of it. He keeps appreciating her verbally, on her face, in front of friends and relatives, and he feels he is appreciating her enough, but she is not feeling appreciated. Where is the problem? Matching the style. Instead of saying 100 words, if he buys a chocolate, she is happy. Or if she understands that my husband doesn't understand that I like a chocolate, but he's saying so many nice things for me, so I should be happy. So if you get things in the form you like, it reaches your inner conscience and you are more willing to put in. This goes correct for learning preferences also. Let us take a look at it. Auditory preferences. Typically, we see that our children, ever since they are young, with some particular song or nursery rhyme or lullaby or just some particular words, they go into a serene mood. They fall asleep with a particular song. They listen to a particular music quietly, or if they are crying and we play a particular music, they become quiet. These responses are auditory responses, and it is quite possible that a child who is more and more enjoying auditory inputs may grow ahead as a typical auditory learner. Of course, this is too early to make any particular inference, but we can just observe and keep these observations in our file. We are going to use them later on. Some other kids are starers. They will keep looking at some toy for many minutes, or a hanging on their cradle, or simply at the fan, or simply at some object quietly. They can lie like that for a long time looking at things. Even as they grow up a little and we try to tell them a story, they will say, "Show me the book, Mama." They may not be able to read, but they would still want to move their fingers on the pictures or on the words that are written in the book. Unless and until they see, they are not going to get that full sensory experience. They are not going to enjoy unless they see something. These children can turn out to be visual learners as they grow up. Experts also say that starers are deep thinkers. They are in their own trance and we should not break their trance at whatever age. When they are thinking or when they are staring in blank, there is some deep subconscious process going on, and that may lead into great inventions or great ideas. So, daydreamers or starers are good. Don't bring them out of their kind of samadhi. And the third types, Chulbul Pandays. They would always want to do something with their hands. They will pick up things, throw things, stand up, sit down. They will never stay quiet. If you tell them a story, they would want a model in their hand. A cat story, and they would want a pet, or they would want a cat toy. So doers are typically kinesthetic learners. They like to learn with models, with hands-on training. And they enjoy doing things, not just watching or listening. And dumping such doers on classroom benches and expecting them to perform as well as auditory or visual learners is a big injustice on them. We are going to think on this more deeply in the coming videos. And combo packs. They always want their headphones on when they are learning, when they are reading. Some music should keep playing when they are reading. They say if there is no music, we can't understand. Or if I have to learn something, I have to make a table, make a model, discuss with somebody, walk around. I cannot sit in a place and study. These are typical audio-visual, audio-kinesthetic, visual-kinesthetic type of learners, combination learners. So as our child grows up, we are able to identify a pure learning preference or a combination learning preference. And as said earlier, if the same chapati is given to the child in the way he likes it, he is going to enjoy and he is going to get the same benefits of eating chapati. How would you like your child to eat your chapati? Stay tuned. We will talk on this furthermore. Thank you for watching this video.